Hey, Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome to Dean.Eagles now. It is time for a weekend subscriber mailbag. Our subscribers down below in the comment section of the previous video went ahead and asked a ton of different mailbag questions. As you guys know, I'm going to pull the best ones I found and answer as many as I possibly can. Remember, must be subscribed to be featured. Everyone's featured in today's video was a subscriber. All right. Slipknot 2K Sean says, hey Tom, big fan of the videos. Thank you. Do you personally think the Eagles will keep all 3 first-round picks? And if so, do you think the wide receiver would be a bad pick, or would we be better off going for free agent, #Eagles, #mailbag? First part of this question, I've talked about before, and I'll reiterate it here again. I like to keep all of our picks. Like, I'm a big fan of having all 3 first-round draft picks. Now, when I say all of our picks, I mean first-round draft picks. You can obviously wheel and deal and move up and down in the latter rounds, but I'm a first-round guy wanting to use all 3 first-round draft picks, at least 2 on defense, maybe all 3 on defense. As we talked about, wide receiver, cornerback, is obviously a big need, in linebacker. Those are my 3 big wants right now in terms of potentially the 3 first-round draft picks. Also mix in defensive end. You get kind of the 4 big needs that Philadelphia has this offseason. In terms of wide receiver, here's the deal. I want a free agent wide receiver. I love Mike Williams, but if they're too expensive, then you can totally get a really good wide receiver in this year's draft. I think the 19th overall draft pick that Philadelphia has would be a great spot for one of the 5 you see on your screen right now. Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Will he be there? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not the biggest fan of Drake London. Maybe I'm going to be proven wrong on that one, although the ankle injury definitely scares me. Jamison Williams out of Bama. We love him. Chris Olave. We love him. And Treylon Burks, who is a big favorite of a lot of Eagle fans due to his physical ability, his massive 6'3" frame, and his ability to really make some key catches in the red zone. I think would be a great target opposite of Devontae Smith. So I don't really care where they get a wide receiver. I think you can make a case for one free agency, getting one in the draft as well. I just know that they need to get a wide receiver, right? That's the main focus. They need to get a wide receiver at some point because you can't trust, obviously, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. What's Quez Watkins going to look like? And then Jalen Reagor, who I'll mention here for just one second. The expectation is that Reagor's a bust and that Reagor is no good. And so you need to go ahead and have your contingency in case he continues to be that way, hence bringing in Mike Williams or getting somebody in the draft. However, I will say there is still a chance that Reagor pops in 2022, and I know it's a very slim chance. I'm not saying that I expect Jalen Reagor to be an absolute baller in 2022, because I don't, but there is a chance that he could actually play well, and so then you're just adding another great receiver into that mix, right? You get a good Jalen Reagor, a great Devontae Smith, a good Quez Watkins, a great Mike Williams, or a great Drake London, or a great Treylon Burks. All those would be good things for Philadelphia and would help out whoever the quarterback is, whether it's Jalen Hurts or Russell Wilson or somebody else. Ad break, pin comment down below. Let's ask this question about Reagor. Over under 400 yards for Reagor in 2022. What do you think? Type O down below for over, or type U down below for under. I know a lot of us, myself, don't like Reagor. I think he's a bust, but there's always a chance, and he will probably be on the roster, so you never know. George asked a question, what is the current situation surrounding Deshaun Watson? An amazing player if traded for, but how can we be certain he is allowed for us to play? Great question. You can't be. You literally can't be until all 22, 23 active legal cases are resolved. And as it currently stands, they have not been resolved. I mean, we are still in the same spot that Deshaun Watson was at months and months and months ago. I've said this before. I said it in a video the other day. I'm literally so out on Deshaun Watson. I just don't see all 22 lawsuits being dropped just out of the blue. And if they're all completely dropped, then maybe he can play. I just don't see it happening. I think the risk to reward on Deshaun Watson is just too great. I would much rather go ahead and trade for Kyler Murray or trade for Russell Wilson or trade for anybody else at the quarterback spot, or, as I would like to do, go ahead and keep Jalen Hurts because he is obviously the guy that I want to go ahead and have. But in terms of trading for a quarterback, I'm so out on Deshaun Watson. He is the one quarterback, if they traded for, I would be genuinely upset. Unless you can prove that all 22 of those women are lying, which is very difficult to do. I mean, come on, 22 of them. I'm not a legal expert. I'm just saying, I just think that Watson may be done in the National Football League, and it's not a headache that I want to deal with from an organizational standpoint. I'd rather get somebody who doesn't have any of those headaches, like a Russell Wilson, or just keep Jalen Hurts, because I love Jalen Hurts. Pick one here. You either have Hurts or Watson. Type H down below for Hurts, or type W down below for Watson. I will type H all day long. You guys can type whatever you want. Let me know down below. KPeep00 says, if somehow Dean and Lloyd are both available at 15 and 16, would you take them both in those spots and then a pass rusher at 19 or trade the 19th pick? What would be the win for the Eagles in the draft? I don't think you need both linebackers, right? And, I'm trading out of 19 is a whole different story, and I've also talked about how I'm fine with trading one of the first-round draft picks for a future first-round draft pick. That doesn't bother me. Just, I want to have at least 2 of the 3 first-round draft picks, preferably all 3. You don't need both linebackers, though. And really, the one player that shows why is Davion Taylor. I think Davion Taylor is going to be a starting outside linebacker for this team. and could become very good. You remember he was a third-round draft pick just a couple of years ago, and he really showed some promise in a couple of games pre-injury in 2021. And so I think you get either Dean or Lloyd because you need a middle linebacker, and then you're going to be fine with the rest of the linebackers. No need to waste another pick on another linebacker. I'd rather spend that pick on a pass rusher, like you said, or wide receiver, or obviously a cornerback like a Mott Gardner. We are approaching 26,000 subs here on the channel. Right now, 25,145 to be exact. I looked it up. We're trying to get 26,000. If you guys want to be a part of next week's mailbag video and all the great content that we always do, go down below and subscribe first, and then use the hashtag Eagles in the comment section and ask any question that you want. We're trying to go ahead and grow the channel as we have been doing. Also, subscribe just because I'm wearing the Kelly Green Eagle shirt today. I wore that for you guys. If you like that, go down below, thumbs up, and subscribe. David Moore says, hey Thomas, with all the trade talks about Russell Wilson, what do you think would be a reasonable price tag for him? Think we would send Hurts and picks or keep Hurts and just spend a bunch of picks? It'll take 3 first-round draft picks, but I don't think you include Hurts in the deal, but if you do a deal for Russell Wilson, you can't keep Hurts. Like, if you cannot keep Hurts if you get Russell Wilson. I mean, that would create way too much drama. I mean, you're talking about Carson Wentz with Jalen Hurts as the backup type of drama. I know that Russell Wilson's way better, but you'd still have that contingency of people if Wilson were to struggle to say, hey, why not Jalen Hurts? Plus, the locker room is very much behind Jalen Hurts, and now you're going to ask them to abandon Hurts and be a Russell Wilson guy. Like, listen, I've talked about how I'm fine if they trade for for Russell Wilson. I like Wilson, although I'd rather keep Hurts. But if you do trade for a quarterback, Hurts has got to go. You got to ship him off to the Panthers, or ship him off to the Saints, or send him somewhere that needs a quarterback. But 100%, you cannot go ahead and acquire Russell Wilson and also keep Jalen Hurts. It just doesn't make sense. And it's not fair to Jalen Hurts, right? You said that he's a starter. He's obviously been a 9-win starter and gotten to the playoffs this past year. And just to say, hey, go be a backup now, sorry, that wouldn't work. He would want out, so they would trade him if they went ahead and got Wilson. Let's go ahead and quickly mention this great Eagles hat and combo that right now is 25% off. Instead of $30, instead of $40, it's $30 right now. Link is down below in the description box. Chatsports.com/Eagles combo is the link that you need. It comes in, of course, any size as well. This is fantastic. As it begins to heat up down here in the South or wherever you are, you need a hat, you need a t-shirt to go ahead and rep your birds as you enjoy your upcoming spring and summer. Chatsports.com/Eagles combo is the link that you need to be down below in the description box. All right, a couple more here. Hunter Gracie says, if the Colts release Carson Wentz, would you want him to come back to Philadelphia as a backup? No on Carson Wentz. I saw a lot of people tweeting about how, bring back Carson Wentz. No, we're done with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was fun. Carson Wentz is over. That's done in Philadelphia, right? You got to get rid of your Carson Wentz jerseys. He's not going to go ahead and return. That's not to, say anything wrong with Carson Wentz. I'm just saying we've been there, done that. Let's move on. Wentz actually had a really good 2021. Rough start. They lost a lot of close games and then went on that massive winning streak. He played terrible in the Jaguar loss, which cost them the chance to make it to the postseason, and really is the reason why the Colts are talking about trading him. But if he is traded or released, there will be a huge market for Wentz. I mean, he's still a very, very good quarterback, and I'm not, I know I just said I wouldn't want him in Philadelphia, but that's for, dramatic reasons. But from an actual on-the-field standpoint, he's a fantastic player. I mean, I think he can still be a very good quarterback in this league, and I think that we've seen with quarterbacks over the past couple of years, if you have a good team, which, the Colts do, the Steelers do, they can just be one quarterback away from winning some games. So I would expect Wentz to land on his feet, even if the Colts don't want him. I think the Colts want a little change of scenery there. Not saying Wentz is perfect. He has plenty of issues that still linger from when he was in Philadelphia, taking too many sacks, too many fumbles, too many picks, bad decision-making. That's why he was let go, and the Colts are doing the same thing. But I don't think Philadelphia should get Carson Wentz, but I do think he'll land on his feet. Drop a like if you guys agree. There's no hard feelings with Carson Wentz. I appreciate what Carson Wentz does. I think he's a great guy, too. Great leader. And I think that people like him in the locker room. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys want to wish Carson Wentz well. One more here. Chance says, I think we could trade for Christian McCaffrey. How good our O-line is. I mean, you could, but why? There's literally no point in getting Christian McCaffrey. And it's not because Christian McCaffrey stinks. It's because he cannot stay healthy. And that's the reason why the Panthers are going to go ahead and try and trade him. Christian McCaffrey is just a long list of reasons why you do not draft a running back inside the top 10. I mean, Zeke was good for a couple of years, but now Zeke is grossly overpaid, and Tony Pollard plays a lot more than him. Christian McCaffrey, is good when he's healthy, never healthy. And then, of course, you go to a guy like Saquon Barkley. Good when he's out there, never healthy, doesn't seem to be the same player. The only good top 10 running back that's been drafted, I think, is Derrick Henry. Was Derrick Henry drafted in the top 10? I think he was. You can comment down below. I forget. I don't know. I'm not a Titan fan. But Henry is the only real legit running back that's been legit for basically his entire career. And so I'm out on McCaffrey, not just because of the injuries, because your running back depth chart's fine. I mean, you have Miles Sanders. You have, obviously, Kenny Gainwell. That's a great 1-2 punch. You're going to bring back either Jordan Howard or sign somebody in free agency or draft somebody. So No need to spend, a third or a fourth round draft pick to trade for CMC. He'd be a great player on this offense. He'd be a great player in any offense, but can't guarantee he's going to stay healthy, and that's just not someone that I want. I want healthy players, right? I'm a healthy player kind of guy. That's why I'm out on a lot of people in the draft who, have pre-draft injuries. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be ready to go and play right away. All right, also for today on this Eagles mailbag video, make sure you guys go ahead and comment down below to be in next week's mailbag video. Be sure to be subscribed as well. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Follow me on Twitter, @RealThomasMod. If you guys want to ask any questions that didn't get answered in this mailbag video, give me a follow, and then also go ahead and slide into my DMs. All right, ultimate today on our Eagles mailbag video. I'm Thomas Mott, signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.